My topic is today broadly divided into the influenza. The illness is caused by the influenza viruses A, B, and C. And what are the vaccines available in India? And what are the current recommendations by the international, national, or Indian guidelines? And what is how the vaccine is evolved over the time since 1920s? And what is the revolution has been taken place in the last few years? So, influenza is a highly contagious acute respiratory illness caused by influenza viruses. Occurred in two types. Seasonal epidemics, what we see regularly, every season usually happens in India, in the tropics also. In all over India, it usually happens in the August to September. In the North India, it is November to the December. Usually we will see. The pandemic it's a global outbreak of the disease. So all are the doctors who know what is the epidemic and pandemic. Pandemic is happened only where is an antigenic shift. Epidemics are is only the antigenic drifts. So clinical presentations, all you know, fever, headache, dry cough, cold, sore throat, muscle aches. So whenever the patient is having the tachypnea, high respiratory rate, and hypotension, so there is a complications requiring the oxygen support. So there is secondary complications of the bacterial pneumonia, otitis media, sinusitis, and usually in the children and old people we will see the diarrhea and also vomitings also. And influenza is more serious in a person's less than 5 years and more than 55 years. And also in asthma, COPD, chronic bronchitis, bronchitis, and lung problems, and congestive heart failure, diabetes, and renal disease also. Though influenza pandemics in the virology, it was from the 1889 to from 2010, and now the swine flu still is going on. The maximum death toll is happened to the Spanish flu in 1918 to 1920. Nearly 20 to 100 million died in that season. Now the swine flu pandemic, between 2009 to 2010, there is 18,000 approximately lives has been lost. So all you know, influenza viruses A, B, C, it infects the animals, birds. Based on the hemagglutinin neuraminidase antigens, it says classified as influenza viruses, and the influenza viruses, it infects the only humans only, and influenza C, it is not of clinical importance. Seasonal influenza vaccine usually will give in all people, according to the Center for Disease Control recommendations, any person more than 6 months is indicated, but in a WHO guidelines are the people at high risk, like respiratory complications, asthma, COPD, and CAD, and all the immunocompromised patients. Pregnant women can be taken influenza vaccine to prevent further complications, to prevent devastating problems with the influenza. What are the international recommendations with the WHO? The WHO only recommending only to the healthcare workers to prevent sickness, to prevent to the patients. And women for all stages of pregnancy and breastfeeding mothers also, household contacts, persons of the high risk groups. The Indian recommendations as of now for the seasonal influenza vaccine, and all should remember, seasonal influenza vaccine has to be taken every year before 2 months of the season. The currently not included in the Indian inverse immunization program, but is advised by the Geriatric Society of India after 50 years of age in elderly, and also FOXY, Federation of the Obstetric Gynecological Society of India, and pregnant females beyond 26 weeks. But the Minister of Health and Family Welfare is recommending only to the healthcare workers before season. Academic pediatrics only, children with risk factors only, it has advised. The benefits of the influenza vaccine, all over the studies, retrospectively, what we are seeing is there is hospital-related illnesses are decreasing by the 60%, and the influenza-related deaths are decreased by the 75% based on the world data. The evolution of the influenza vaccine, let us see. From 1933, in 1993, influenza virus is isolated. A monovalent vaccine was developed in 1938. Influenza B isolated in 1940. So in 1942, a bivalent vaccine is developed. Presently, all influenza vaccines all over the world is available is the trivalent vaccines. But the first is the 1938. Cell culture vaccines is developed launched in Europe is the 2007. All are egg-based. Egg-based, and now it is the cell culture. That is called the inactivated, live attenuated inactivated viral vaccines. In 2003, new vaccine has been developed. That is called VLP technology, virus-like particle technology. That is called insect cell vaccine developed, approved by the US FDA. Now, let us see what is the revolution has been happened in India. It is going to be happened now recently. The VLP technology has been developed by the Kerala Pharmaceuticals with the help of the US companies. It does not require any egg supply to manufacture these vaccines, and usually the previous egg vaccines for development it will take a minimum of 6 to 8 months. With the VLP technology, virus-like particle technology, that the duration of the vaccine generation has been drastically down to 2 to 3 months only. It is already, this virus-like particle technology has been proven by hepatitis B virus, that is called Ngirex, and hepatitis human papilloma virus, cervix. It has been commercialized. This technology has been proven. Lakhs of millions of units has been used to the patients without any side effects. VLPs are constructed, virus-like constructed by the influenza viruses contains the surface proteins called humarinase and neuraminidase and matrix proteins. Those genes will be cloned into the baculovirus and infects the insect cells, that's called SF9 cells. So the purified and concentrated vaccine will be manufactured. The advantage of the VLP vaccines are, it looks like vaccines, but it does not contain any genomic material. Only surface proteins will be there. There is no genomic material, there is no inactivated virus material. Previous all influenza vaccines contains inactivated genomic material. It cannot be used for the immunocompromised individuals. So the newer vaccines is developed all three proteins, that is all three important proteins, H protein, N protein and M and matrix proteins, and all are non-infectious. So the rapid production has been happened before the season. You can manufacture within 1 or 2 months. These can be manufactured and come into the market. This is developed by along with the American company Novavax in USA. So this is called the trivalent seasonal influenza vaccine. It is approved by the Drug Controller General of India in India. I think it's approved, sir. This is the world's first virus-like particle-based seasonal influenza vaccine, that is called Cadiflu-S. The association with the Novavax is a famous biopharmaceutical company in America. The company has awarded the prestigious title of the Life Science Firm of the year 2015 by Tech Council of Maryland, USA. The Cadiflu seasonal influenza vaccine is about to come in 0.5 ml single dose vial. It contains all the three types of vaccines, that is the influenza type A and one influenza type B. It consists of the three strains that is mainly available in India, and every year this has to be synthesized. Trial has been done in India. It was proved to be zero production rates on 021. There is a high rate of zero production rate. The hemagglutinin antibiotic inhibition titers are more than 40. Usually any vaccine, after 21 days, we need to see what are the antibody titers in the patient's serum. So if any person before and after 40% increase in the antibody titers is considered to be the vaccine is safe and useful. This is according to the WHO guidelines. This Cadiflu vaccine has been achieved those concentrations and safely used in patients with egg allergy and exact genetic match to circulating strains, not like previously what is the previous vaccines, only previous year strains used to be used. These vaccines will be manufactured in a very short duration of time, can be given safely. It does not contain any active viral genetic material, it's non-infectious, can be used in the immunocompromised patients, for any, even for the diabetics and pregnancy patients also. It is safe, well tolerated by the majority of individuals, and very minute health problems has been happened after vaccination, headache, nasal congestion, low-grade fever. It may happen with any type of vaccine. Presently, the efficacy and safety of the children and pregnant are not established. This is the silent features of the vaccine is the first recombinant trivalent seasonal influenza vaccine developed with the VLP technology, and it has a very good humoral response after 21 days, and it will be there for another. Any influenza vaccine, the effect will be vanished minimum of 6 months duration. So every year this has to be taken and free from any infectious problems. And this is the thing, any influenza, any viral illness, this thing has to be taken. Wash your hands. This is the only thing can helping to the patients. Thank you all.